Hey, it's Andy. I'm here with Kyle Kuzma. Kyle is the Battalion Chief for Orange County Fire here at Fullerton Airport, and he's going to talk to us about all of what it takes to become that Battalion Chief and what the job is, and we're starting right now.
So my name's Kyle. I'm a Battalion Chief with the Orange County Fire Authority, and that is one of our ranks in our structure. And basically I started out as a firefighter and worked my way up through the ranks as a fire apparatus engineer, then a captain, and then became the rank of Battalion Chief, which is somewhat of an upper level management position. And then my current position here now is the program manager for our air operations section. So as a Battalion Chief, it's a supervisor position. So here in our air operations section, I'm the program manager. So I oversee our section, which includes our pilots, our crew chiefs, our mechanics who work on the helicopters, and our rescue paramedics. So all of them in each section report to me, and I kind of supervise the whole section. So a lot of my job, and the most important part of my job, is making sure that they are all safe and operating efficiently and have all the training, all the education, all the equipment and personal protective equipment that they need to do their job every single day. So that's my role, is to make sure that that is all coordinated and that everybody has what they need. So I spend a lot of time organizing, working on calendars and schedules and planning training. And I also work with our budget and finance and make sure that we have the funds to maintain our helicopters and keep up on all of our equipment and everything that we need to be able to be operationally ready every day. So as far as our salary, as I'd mentioned, I started out as a firefighter trainee, and our starting trainee salary is just over $60,000 a year right now. But as you move through our training academy, you complete probation, then you're eligible for merit increases based on your performance. So each year you can get a step raise and continue to make a little more and a little more. For myself, as I've moved up through our ranks, each rank that you promote to, there is an increase in salary. So currently right now at the Battalion Chief rank, our salary starts right around $150,000 a year. So that's kind of where you can work your way up to. It does take a while to get there. I've been doing this for a while, but there's the starting pay, and then you can continue to work and educate yourself and continue to promote and increase your salary. So starting out, as I had mentioned, I started out as a firefighter trainee. So for each department can have some specific requirements as far as education. You need at least a high school diploma, usually an EMT license, and also some college education is good. Even a bachelor's degree is highly desired, but not always required. The other education that I had was a basic fire academy graduation certificate that you can get through usually a junior college. So that was the basic education to start. As I've moved up through my career and promoted to additional ranks, there was additional education that was required. When I became a captain, I had to get a company officer certification, and it was a series of classes that you take through the state fire marshal that are certified and give you kind of that education and experience to operate as a company officer. And then very similar, when I promoted to the rank of Battalion Chief, there was a series of courses and classes that I was required to take in order to apply for this position. And then there's also a lot of on-the-job training that goes into our career, going through our own fire academy that we do in our department. And then at each rank, when you promote, you go through a promotional academy where you train specifically for that rank that you're going into to gain some of that experience. Yeah, I think probably most out in the public who aren't familiar with the fire service probably don't know what a battalion chief does or what that rank is responsible for. But basically, I'm the first, kind of the first line in the chief organization. So, fire departments have a fire chief who's at the top, but then down under that, I'm the first level that's kind of supervising our operations that are going on out in the field. So I'm supervising the crew members that are actually out there responding to incidents, whether it be on our helicopter or on our fire engines or fire trucks. All those crew members that are out there in our stations and responding to emergencies every day, I'm responsible for managing them and taking care of them and supporting them. So the type of person that would be great for this job, obviously somebody who has a hard work ethic, somebody who has integrity and is trustworthy. The public that we serve relies on us, and they have to be able to trust us, and we have to be able to be prepared to respond to whatever emergency they're having and help them out. I would say starting out, as I started out as a firefighter, it is a very physically demanding job, so you have to be willing to kind of go through that and be physically fit and be able to get through some of those challenges. Also, it can be a very stressful job. So you have to be able to kind of work through some of those stresses and be able to problem solve in difficult situations and be able to remain calm and think clearly and work through that. So there's a lot that goes into it, but if you're willing to work hard, always learn, continuing to try to better yourself and your education and your experience, and you're able to work through some of those challenges, then you can be very successful in this career. There are some challenges to this job, so if you're somebody who is maybe not willing to work hard physically and be in shape to handle the physical stresses of this job, then it might not be for you. Also mentally, it can be very stressful and challenging. So if you kind of don't enjoy facing those challenging situations and having to try to problem solve and work through it, then this might be a difficult career path for you. But if if that's something that you can work through, then you can be successful in this career. So my advice, if you're interested in this career as a firefighter or in aviation, or combining both as we do here, is to seek out some that are in the career that you can speak with to kind of find out their path of how they got here, and look into what's required as far as the education and experience to be able to start getting that process going. And if it's your dream, you got to go for it. I would say it's not easy. There is a lot of challenges, but if you want it bad enough, then it's worth it to go through those challenges and work hard to achieve your dream.